Hello everyone, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Today we have the 4th ranked Kelly's Brigade versus the 5th ranked Jackson's Division in our tournament. It should be exciting. So the Kelly's Brigade team, who is CSA round 1, defending Nicodemus Hill and attacking round 2 on Nicodemus Hill. You have Kelly's Brigade, of course. You have Irish Volunteer Brigade, 5th Florida, Colquitt's Brigade, and the Graves Battery. Whereas on the Union side, you have Jackson's Division leading, USA round 1, CSA round 2. You have Jackson Division, 9th Corps, 2nd Mississippi, 5th Virginia, 1st Virginia Cavalry, and the 13th Alabama. It should be a good, exciting fight. Here is the current look at your bracket. The winner of this match will play the overall ranked number 1, 2nd Mississippi, in next week's event. With that being said, thank you to our Patreons for the support. If you want to support and see the perks, please go to the link in the description and you can check it out there. I hope you enjoy this broadcast. Here we are, live on the battlefield. First round should be exciting here. Your team for today. You have myself as Guardian Eagle, and we also have 2 special guests with us today. We have Corded.
Yeah.
And then we have Mustang.
What up?
So, should be exciting. KB is leading the CSA side, the defense first on Nicodemus Hill, whereas the Jackson's Division is leading the Union Assault in this first round. They'll flip. So, it will be exciting. Holy crap, there's a lot of CSA. And speaking of numbers, it is 123 to 115, a 7-man imbalance right now. That's still within the margin to justify. I mean, I think 10 people past that is where a balance can start to harm you.
No, don't worry. CSA has 18 people in artillery, so
18?
Yes.
Holy crap.
You ain't kidding. Wow.
Yeah, so not much of an imbalance, but that artillery can be deadly if used correctly.
Yeah, artillery on this map is...
But I have a feeling with that many people, they're just going to run through rounds like nothing.
GB's doing it the correct way. They're putting 1 person on each gun. That's what I wish more groups did.
Indeed, you can see that right there. And they're getting gunshots off pretty fast. Already hitting Union spawn. I don't know if they're killing anybody, but you just saw the debris go crazy there. Union still hasn't moved out. They're kind of sitting back at the barn. CSA has split off into 2 groups, one on the far right and then one on the far left. Ever since, I mean, even before the update, holy crap, GB's shooting off crazy guns.
Told you they were good.
the vaulting update has, I think, changed this map even more. I don't see why the Union would ever push the stone wall on the CSA right, because it takes so long to vault over these things.
True, but
go around.
Yeah, but the meta for this map is to go right, but you can see the CSA is already setting up for that. So It could be a chance. They could have a chance to take it if they push hard. Oh, they just got a good artillery hit on CSA on the wall. Oh, and the destructible wall changes it too.
This is very true. You do see some counter battery by Union artillery. Their fuse is way too long. But we do have 1 Union group moving out. It is the 2nd MS with 2 flags. Preacher's out in front. This just looks like a distraction because the rest of the Union is starting to push out the left side. CSA moving some men in the middle. Who's on this left side for the CSA? It is the IVB and part of Kelly's Brigade. Looks like 1st Missouri. But in the center, you have more of Kelly's Brigade. 1st CG, Campfire Games, now has a regiment. And on the right side, you have 5th Florida and the rest of Kelly's Brigade. In terms of our Union push here, out front, you have 9th New York following behind the 51st, both part of 9th Corps. You see 5th VA, JD, and the 13th Alabama. They're going to try pushing down this right side. KB in the center. Holy crap, nice artillery shot by Union there. But here comes the Union. I haven't seen a push down this front in a long time.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
Union is very spread out in this charge. A lot of those men are still very far back.
It's going to let the CSA reload with their sharps and pistols, as well as some of the rifles.
That's another thing I forgot about is CSA has cav on this map.
Yep. Yeah, this looks like a doomed charge right now.
Wow.
Yep.
And
I think like maybe 5 of them made it to the fence.
Pickett's charge, but on Nicodemus Hill. We do have another Union group. 1st VA Cav is now coming in, but They might be a little late to the party. I don't know.
Yeah, they are not going to be making a difference here.
Nope. So you got the
Confederate,
two Union flags running around in the middle here. Running to the left side where the entire CSA team is.
Really?
This is a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Union has lost nearly half their tickets on this push. And
In the first charge.
Confederates have barely lost any.
Yep,
Wow.
That's what happens when you spread that charge out for pretty much that entire forest area. What the Union really needs to do is push right through this broken fence and right through this broken wall, because then there's nothing to hop over.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best approach on this side.
Mm-hmm.
We got more Union moving out to the right side now. Union right.
Indeed. It looks like they're quickly trying to move that way. Oh, some of the Unions moving to the barn, some of them going to the right. I mean, you still have IVB en masse on the road here. What are they doing? They just volleyed. I don't know what.
Round ball or bucking ball, sir?
But they just volleyed, and the Union, for the most part, is gunning it to the right, led by Fear here. Who's camping in the barn on the Union side? Holy crap, GB. They're making a good case for artillery.
Yeah, they are doing a great freaking job.
They are.
I
don't know if they're hitting.
The only thing they've done is knock out. Actually, they just moved a caisson back.
Over here on the
still
Union,
have all their guns
Union
over there.
right, they just took out a few guys on the march. You can see the blood splatters.
And IVB volleying, getting some kills here on 5th VA over here. I will say, if there's going to be an artillery group, they got to keep letting shots go, and GB's doing that. This is probably the first time I've seen an artillery group do this. Like, look at that. They have one man on every single gun up here.
Exactly. That's the best thing to do. Try to tell people that no one listens.
And
hey,
Union...
you go back out. You go back to that artillery debate. I was saying the exact same thing. One man on a gun. That's the manpower.
Yeah, you got Venom up here as their forward observer, their officer with the binoculars.
Holy crap. Beautiful Union artillery shot. And Confederates, was that a team kill artillery? I don't know.
It was not.
Okay. Holy crap.
Yeah,
and another beautiful Union artillery shot. Holy crap. Artillery's having fun today.
This would be perfect for the CSA to shoot this Union group right here. There is so much, and they have so much damage that they can do with all those guns.
Oh, yeah.
And more CSA approaching this left side here. Union's taking a while. It's going to allow the CSA to reform. Confederate artillery shot going right through my... Another beautiful Union artillery shot. Who is the Union artillery? Is it 2nd MS?
It might be some IVB guys.
Oh, it's 9th Corps.
Oh, it's 9th
I
Corps.
see 18th MS
JD.
with 2nd MS and JD. Artillery is popping off today. This is actually exciting to watch.
I'm just waiting for all those guns aimed at this big blob of Union.
I need to position my camera right here.
Yeah, so right now, GB has not flipped a Union gun yet, which is not good, since they've focused mostly on counter battery.
Counter battery.
Here we go. Now they're focusing on infantry, which is much more fun to watch.
JD's starting to move, and the whole Union team is going.
No arty shots yet.
Oh, they're waiting.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, those were direct hits. They went over.
There we go.
Oh,
that was a good shot.
This is holy crap. Beautiful Union artillery shot. I
don't know if IVB is going to be able to hold there.
No. I mean, Union artillery. This is... I cannot understand. This is probably the most effective I've seen artillery in War of Rights. Especially with the timing that I'm seeing. The rest of the CSA pulling down from the top of the hill now.
You got Tiger running away with the flag.
Union's not stopping here. They're continuing to go. They're not going for the center. They're going for the barn.
Yeah, and you see, this is the way to win this map, is you got to get all the way past the line there on the road. And then you gotta go turn left towards the house. CSA put up a good little defense here, though.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm scanning over it, and CSA outnumbers the Union by a lot here. Union needs to get those flags, and they need to hold them and start spawning in men as soon as possible. Looks like mostly 5th VA, some 2nd MS guys as well got through. But they need
Only
to hide.
5 Union left in that after that charge. 1, 2 left. They're going after the flags for some reason. These guys are gonna cost their team 10 tickets just chasing this
Union
flag.
hitting engaged, but Confederates with this push are about to hit engaged as well. So even if Union don't hold this, right, that was still a very successful push. And Confederates are not pursuing the Union group hiding in the barn. I mean, how many
Oh yeah,
flags
oh there's a few coming at him.
will it be enough? I don't believe so. I mean, how many flags does Union have? 1, 2?
2 there right behind the barn.
Yeah.
They may not know that they're back there, except for the few guys that were charging them.
You're probably,
Uh,
I would think you would want to clear those out because those are two free flags. Another Union flag is running away. Bobby here, he's gonna get away with this flag.
yeah, there's only 2 CSA in the barn. Artillery is not even turned towards them yet.
Can CSA artillery hit Union from there if they're hiding behind the barn?
If you
It
turn
can.
one of those guns to the left, yeah, you could hit them with a good
As long as
case.
I know that wood is not bulletproof from artillery, so they could just send it right behind there. At the very least, they can suppress them. At least hitting right left of that.
Oh, here we go. Charge coming in.
First Missouri. Looks like they're gonna try to take these guys out. Bryant leading the way.
There's a lot of guys back there. I'm not sure
There
how it's
really
gonna work.
is. Are
Oh,
they
there's another
going in the
group
barn?
coming up by artillery.
See, now this is something that the CSA should not do, because they're just going to waste tickets by trying to take back this left side.
I mean, they should try to take. I mean, rest of the Union. You do have a Union group pushing up in the middle. We'll see who they are in a minute. But if CSA wants to wipe this Union group out, they got to send everybody. They missed their chance earlier because Union has at least a full regiment there. It is 1st VA Cav in the center. Knights on the other side of the shack here.
Oh yeah,
Preacher and
big
Knight
group
having a
coming down.
conversation. Oh,
big
Preacher
group coming
dies.
down from the CSA right, from the hill.
Holy crap! Yeah, they're moving in mass because you can see the Union starting to shift to that right side. Union's got to go before CSA can entrench
Yeah, they're
themselves.
taking too long.
And here they go. Yeah, so 1st Missouri is just trying to contain. Will it work? I don't know. Artillery raining down. They did get a hit. We missed it, though. That's a shame. I missed it anyways.
Here comes the CSA. A little late to the charge. Oh, they're just killing the guys in the bar. They're not even looking at the charge.
Union
Artillery.
artillery!
Oh yeah.
Wow. And the rest of the CSA, they're taking out 1st VA Cav in the shack. They're continuing to push. Union's just gunning it for this barn here. 1st Missouri guys are slowly trickling towards the Union JD there.
You know, having this overhead view reminds me of Modern Warfare 2, the AC-130 mission. And whenever you killed something, they were like, yep, see a lot of little pieces down there.
And the rest of the Union's charging out 1st Missouri. CSA slamming into their side. It is IVB, some I-Corps guys, Kelly's Brigade.
Fight over the barn.
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's how CSA always loses.
You do have some KB guys. They're charging out the Union here.
Yep, and they're
Confederates.
quite spread out.
A lot
Yeah,
of 5
Russian
tickets right
tickets.
there. A lot
Union-
of tickets they're losing.
Union is ahead on tickets now. More CSA approaching. Who's sitting in the back here? It is part of Kelly's Brigade, 8th Virginia. They're sitting back there, but wow.
This is quite the turn of events.
It really is. And
Now
Confederates falling back?
Let's see who's
So
going to
it's
make their
on there.
move first. Union or CSA? They got 2 big
Union.
blobs here.
They turned in the guns on them. And they got a good hit there. Yeah, no. Confederates got to fall back, let artillery rain fire on there, and force the Union to come out and engage them on a
Yep.
terrain of
The
their
only-
choosing.
Here they go.
Yep. CSA is not going to win close range engagements. Not going to get that ticket advantage back.
Still a lot of CSA guns. None of them have been flipped yet.
Let's see. They flipped into Union guns?
Let's see. I see one. Nope. Never mind.
No, all 6 are on that one. All Union guns are up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not very good counter battery today, but they
Oh,
are
wait, hold on,
slaughtering artillery.
They flipped a limber.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Let's go.
Yep.
So CSA returning to more original positions. You do see 5th Florida here taking shots from the rock, skirmishing IVB to their right. You see Shenandoah Valley Regulars. They've showed up with Kelly's Brigade tonight. Huzzah to that. And
You can
Union
see some
is charging
CSA
up
rainbows
on.
in there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no. I mean, there's 2 guys left for the CSA.
All right, IVB. That looks like mostly IVB is going to now charge the barn.
And as the IVB does.
Yep.
Oh, no, they're falling back.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of guys there.
Yep.
Some Union guys going out to those hay bales. Some artillery missing. Both artillery missing.
See, this is where we, the IVB, have a problem. Is we love to charge and get into melees and get in everybody's faces, but we tend to turn around a lot when we see a greater force, and that really costs us.
Well, it's better than losing all your tickets. So.
Yeah.
So CSA's got 3 guns now pointed at this barn.
Yep.
I
and
just
there are a bunch
saw
of families right in front of those guys.
I just
So
saw a
they're gonna
Union
get team
member
kills if they
TK a
charge
guy
you.
running out.
So, yeah, no, Union guys from Respawn, they're trickling in. CSA is still holding a lot on the right side, despite that threat not really being there. Of course, they probably don't know that, though.
I'm surprised they haven't put some more Union on these windows down at the bottom floor.
Isn't this KB's
and-
fight?
It's KB
This
and JD.
KB and JD. So KB, the ones that are supposed to be fighting, are on the right side doing nothing. Well, everybody else is fighting their battle for them.
Actually, I'd say KB is doing the right thing. It's staying out of the fight, which is what you need to do as CSA. Because attacking this left side, you're not going to do anything trying to retake that barn.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Union artillery to hit CSA. I mean, I just saw them
Oh, I
hit
know.
a nice shot. But I mean, if Union can get such a nice shot right now on them.
They most definitely could. They
Union's
actually
kind of
have hit it before, though.
come on, Union artillery. Oh, they
It's
missed
a little
it.
short.
So this is where the Union has kind of screwed themselves now, right? They're kind of in a fishbowl with the barn. Oh, there's a good shot. With the barn between them, they can't really shoot because CSA will just come out, shoot them as they come out, and then their artillery, half of their artillery is blocked by the White House.
So JD, and it looks like, is all the Union going? All the Union appears to be leaving the barn. They're going for the White House now.
Here comes CSA.
Yeah, they're coming down from the hill. Who is it? It is First Campfire Games. I'm sorry, that's not your name. IVB pushing down from the hill. 5th Florida pushing down. Looks like CSA and Mass is going to converge here as Union approaches around the point.
All right, artillery
go.
time.
Let's see, that's tall grays, guys, I think. It is, indeed.
CSA kind of
Tall
spread out here.
Yeah, both sides. I mean, I'm surprised the IVB guys and 5th Florida guys. I mean, they have a nice defensive position where they're
Yep.
at, but their friendlies down by the point are so spread out.
Yeah, but CSA is easily winning this right now.
Oh, for sure. Union go down to taking losses. Confederates still ahead on tickets, and Confederates will probably go down to taking losses in a minute here. And it looks like CSA might try to charge the rest of the Union out.
They should. That's the best way to get them out of there. They just gotta. Once they kill those
Holy
guys in there. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
artillery's
that
going
was a
crazy
team
right
kill.
now. All right, now they're both taking losses. CSA's got to be careful.
Union's
Okay,
oh,
now
IVB's
they're
Here
charging.
they
Yes.
come.
5th Florida with as well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get. Oh, they might get all the flags.
Flag's trying to get out, but they can't.
Oh, they got him.
Wow. They
That's
took out-
big.
That's all flags for the Union.
One man is trying to run away. Timothy here, Winter, and Bobby as well. Arti-
Another good Union artillery shot.
what a night for artillery. But no, CSA ahead on tickets. Hey, this is still anyone's game. I mean, Union's not in a bad place. CSA's ahead on tickets. This has been a pretty good match so far. But I guess that is what you would expect out of the 4v5 matchup here. At least both these regiments were in the regular season, so they're similarly ranked, meaning they have similar skill, at least according to that metric. There are many other metrics.
All right,
But-
Union's making their move for the right side, it looks like.
Hey,
Yeah, please don't be
Sorry,
spread
right
out.
side from my perspective.
There they are spreading out.
and you have part of Kelly's brigade here. Yeah, no, Union's going to charge while CSA is kind of spread out here.
Oh, look at
And
the
CSA
Union.
is
They're
forming
so
in.
spread. Their whole line goes all the way back
Holy
to their
crap,
spawn.
it goes back to their spawn. Anyways,
Exactly.
That's just a wasted charge there.
Uh-huh.
I guess they tried to be quick, but
They should now notice that they were not fast enough. It should not keep going.
holy crap. Yeah, more CSA. Dump it in here from spawn. You know, when I said the match was close a minute ago, it might not be so close after this.
It was. Maybe if Union Artillery wants to keep carrying right now.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a massacre.
It's a very slowly drawn out massacre.
Yeah, Union had a chance, and they just, I think, threw it away right there.
Oh, hold on. Getting a few Union coming around the other side.
Some Union guys falling back.
Trying to flank a little bit, but it's only a few of them.
Oh, I see it, I see it. They're not doing much good down there.
Nope.
At least they're trying. Who is this? It is second MS here. And
Here comes
CSA is
Chard.
going. Yeah, no. First Missouri's moving in. Near Williams in there, scared out of his mind, and these guys are gonna get wiped. And Union is 25% of the way to breaking. Wow. That was a swing, if anything.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh,
Make
Good
it-
artillery
they
shot.
say it, IVB in 5th Florida being aggressive on the field.
oh man, IVB just got obliterated on the rocks on the left here.
Yep.
Collector's looking back at the blood on the ground. Oh, is that?
It went like right between the rocks or something.
He's like, let's get out of here.
River's just shocked.
There's all the rest of the IVBs up here on this next rock with Sevi. They're next to get obliterated.
Company C here. Sevi wants the guy in the open dead. IVB finally kills
Got
him
him.
after 8 guys. 5 tickets there. And they're falling back.
Yep.
So it looks like CSA is returning to their original positions for the most part. More men concentrated in the center, however. Wow, you can see where the Union
Dangerous
artillery
spot
is.
to be.
Wow. There's a... Wow. You have Provost here for the Union Artillery. He's basically in the middle of the open field. I like
see
what he's
him, yeah.
doing, though. He's putting himself in a nice spot.
Yeah,
Wow.
if only there was some cover next to him, like to his left or
Yeah,
something.
like anywhere near.
Oh, he goes
he's dead.
down. No,
Five tickets.
Provost. But
Another out of line ticket.
Union is reforming still. They are taking their dear sweet time.
They should. They have a lot of time. And like I said, they should run straight through the stone wall. There's literally a path blown up for you.
Yeah, and you get cover by that little hill that's there.
What little hill?
What's that?
What little hill?
The hill coming up through the woods. There's like a little rise where you can get a little bit of cover from the stone wall.
Yeah, but I don't think you should do that. You might as well just go straight in. It's a very wide gap too, so you can funnel a lot of people through it. You know, like a whole tight-knit charge.
Yeah.
That would be.
I haven't seen one of those yet.
Yeah.
Holy Union artillery killing IVB.
Yes, Union artillery.
That's something
Yeah.
the IVB is also very good at, is dying to artillery.
Oh,
Holy crap,
oh,
they got
yeah,
wiped.
good shot. What?
Maybe that's the
Yeah,
Union strategy. We got 20 minutes. Artillery them down.
I mean, yeah.
It's plenty of time, and the way artillery's hitting this game, it wouldn't be surprising. But of course,
See, the problem Union's having right now is I'm looking at their caissons. They are quickly running out of ammo.
Well, they've been putting on good shots, so there's nothing really wrong about that. They're 3-inch, at least on the left side.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot in there.
Half,
Ooh,
half full.
Union moving
And they
up
still
to
have
the
all their
right.
guns up, which is
rare.
That's surprising,
Well-
especially for this.
especially
Many
for
artillery.
yeah. And it's what Gear battery. GB's been doing a lot of a counter battery. You got 10 people on it.
You got
And-
Sergeant Major Squipe here
Yes.
from KB in the middle on the rock.
Oh look! Someone please hit this Union group.
I mean, Union artillery. I wish Union artillery would time this better, but
Oh!
my!
Oh, that was
I
a good one.
barely got that. Holy crap! Here comes the Union.
Come on, 10 more guns, please. That one was short. That one. Okay.
We're definitely going to see both sides going to breaking here.
Yep. So that's the Union's only chance right now is to push him down. Just got to be aggressive.
And they are slamming into each other on this straight fence. You can hear
Union
Union
breaking.
going. Yep. CSA getting there.
Ooh.
Nice shot by Union artillery. Very close to their friendlies, but
They got a couple TKs, but.
So
that's-
CSA's
that's all right.
countercharging these guys on the rock
Oh!
as they're defending.
it looks like CSA is going to win this.
It's close.
Yeah, I think they will.
Oh yeah. There's 3
Union's
left.
not going to be able to push up much farther.
And Union doesn't have flags. CSA hits
Well,
breaking.
they've respawned. Well, at least they despawned.
Yeah, but they're not with their men.
So what do you guys think? You expect once these guys are dead, expect Union to make a frontal assault up the middle?
Do something. Go
Try to
left
get the
right
point.
now.
No way they go
Right now.
straight up the middle. This Union
Yeah,
flag
that-
is trying to run over to the right side.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to go up the middle.
Oh,
Oh no, golden.
Yep,
no.
here they come.
Star is bringing 2 flags with him. And then there's another one running up there. Little do they realize that they have nobody up there. And the flags are turning around. I mean,
Looks like we're seeing a Union sprint for the right side here. You CSA right?
oh yeah, there's no CSA there.
The only time they could actually get there.
CSA starting
to
to
be
sprint
very
up the
fast.
hill. CSA can
But
definitely
again-
get. CSA can
Again,
definitely
we
get
have
there.
a whole Union line extending all the way to their spawn.
It is, but they're not going to. They're not going against cavalry right now.
They're gonna be
So-
soon. Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
No,
who's
It's in the
shifting?
back of the barn.
in the back.
IVB is shifting away from top of the hill. They're returning to their original positions. Oh, this is gonna be close up top.
Union has a chance, but the question is, do they have bayonets or loads?
Some of them don't.
With that many numbers, they
I see
don't.
bayonets. Here it comes. First couple.
They don't have shots. I think
They don't have shots. Yeah.
Preacher
just
went
see
up
this
to
guy
aim,
aim
and then
it.
he just like. So Union's gonna get here.
It'll be a fight.
Union's gonna get more men here quicker. Rest of CSA still holding back, or at least some of them are moving over. But Union's gonna get this corner here.
They better hurry up and get their loads because CSA's coming. Yeah, IVB realized their mistake. They're turning around.
Union's got to get men up here. Holy crap. Union's charging out in the open here. They should let the CSA come to them.
I don't know. They have to fight like hell because CSA can just hide on the other side of that hill.
Yeah, that's true.
Union battery can also hit the CSA that's on the hill right now.
CSA coming over, getting pounded. Who's sitting back by the Union? First VA Cavs sitting back. They're not pushing up the hill. So CSA,
they're gonna screw the rest of their team.
Honestly, even if First VA Cav got up there, look how many CSA are approaching the top of the hill.
Yeah. Oh, here they come now.
I don't think Union would have held this.
Ooh.
Yeah, too little, too late.
Oh, now the Union's going for their right side. Bringing 3 flags.
Oh yeah! Holy crap! That's a lot of Union.
Yep. Ooh.
Both sides similar ticket percentages.
Oh, Union's going for the cap.
No way.
This could be it right
Preacher's
here.
guys should charge. All the Union guys on the left should just charge and distract the CSA on top of the hill. CSA from spawn moving up to the top of the hill. Now CSA beginning to move down.
Here it comes.
It is IVB. They're leading the way. Most of the Union sitting back though. Oh,
that's a mistake.
They gotta go up.
And crouching. There's a bunch of guys crouching. There's the artillery.
It really just seems like Union sitting back, trying to draw them out, trying to avoid CSA artillery. But now they're slowly trickling forward. We're gonna see a final push last stand here in a minute. And CSA will win this on point as well. There's just so many of them. It's a 10-man imbalance. And
a Union charge on the left again.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's actually not gonna be too bad. CSA is kind of close to last stand.
But they're stopping. They're stopping to shoot before they get to the wall.
Yep.
Final push here. Confederates almost on last stand here. And there it is. I mean, this isn't unreasonable for the Union to win this.
No, there's definitely a chance. Artillery right now needs to unload everything they have on the CSA. That'll really help the Union.
And CSA did just get a bunch of respawns though.
Yep.
Yeah, there they go. Union
that might be IVB because they died in that charge.
Yeah.
Yep.
That might be why they just kind of threw themselves, get the last bit of tickets, and then it's the respawn. Or maybe I just didn't have IVB with CSA, never mind.
This has been a very exciting match to watch.
I agree.
Uh-oh, looks like Union's just going to go straight for the point.
Thank you, Kelly's Brigade, for this pick.
Yeah.
And Confederate artillery is going to have the best shots. I
see
can say that.
See that Union flag coming up the middle?
Holy crap.
Wow.
Certainly the best shot they've had. Most...
CSA.
It's the best opportunity they have to get shots.
That flag bearer took
Especially
3 artillery rounds to kill in the back. That's funny.
Especially since a lot of the CSA guns have canister left.
Yep.
Union artillery, here's your chance. Union.
So Union's going around to the left as well.
Oh my goodness, they are.
The Union groups in the middle don't have a stone wall to go over.
This is gonna be
broken.
I don't think the CSA can pull this one off.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're gonna get flanked.
I think
they're getting flanked right now. Nobody's looking at the guys coming
down
the hill.
They got 30 seconds.
They have a lot more people on the point.
Unless Union artillery has a miracle here, I don't know.
CSA could very well countercharge and win it.
Look on the right side of the CSA right. They're just getting. Nobody knew they were there. This is the Union.
It's not gonna matter that much.
No. Oh yeah, there's a lot more CSA. CSA needs to charge out beyond point right now.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, Union mass. 5 seconds left on the clock. Heck of a fight here for this first round. I'm very excited for the second round. That is all I can say.
Ah, there it is.
You can see the dead bodies here on this
That was
screen. Jeez.
that was super awesome. That was a great fight by both teams.
Yeah. Corda, you got any thoughts for the round?
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I don't think Union did as well as they could have, especially trying to charge out their left side, trying to take that top of the hill. There was a lot of spread out charges, and it barely worked out for them in the end. Okay, I guess it didn't, but they eventually kind of took the hill, and they got a good amount of tickets off of that. We'll see how the Adelines worked out on this, though.
For sure. Mustang, did you have any more quick thoughts?
Yeah, just that. That first charge definitely put them in a deficit, and that's just not the way to play that map anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they totally could have won that. Exciting first round. I cannot wait for the second round. It'll be great. Holy crap. Union almost had 1,000. With that being said, we'll see you in the second round. And here we are with our second round here. So the Jackson's division total attack time here was 36 minutes and 44 seconds. So if KB fails to win this game, but they attack for a total time of longer than 36 minutes and 44 seconds, they will advance. Obviously, if KB wins, they will advance to the second round. So that is good to know. So with that being said, our numbers are about 9 men right now. In balance. That's not out of control. 10 is where it gets extreme here. So we're going to continue with that. So,
I just want to point out that I just watched Sevi get obliterated by artillery. It was so satisfying.
Let's go. So, most of the Union's going on the right side. You do have Union going down the left side as well.
Likely as a distraction.
So, but it seems a little more than a distraction. In terms of CSA defense on top of this hill, you have 5th VA. They're taking shots way across the map of the Union, who are now charging. Not a lot of CSA holding here. And Union's going to be able to wipe this pretty easily.
Yeah, they sent the Cav over here on the left, and it's not working out for them.
I mean, where's the rest of the CSA team? Yeah, now they're getting over here right now.
See, now if this group on the left here for the USA would push up, they might have a chance.
Yeah, they do indeed, because CSA's not even focused on it. I mean, most of the USA, are they gunning for the point?
They might be.
Because remember, if the point is capped, that black timer stops, and the counterattack time does not go to your total time.
Yep, I think that's the plan. Oh, there goes artillery.
Yeah, so on the
They might be
point
going to help out the left side, trying to take that hill.
is KB. Yeah, now the left side's
what
beginning
they
to push up.
That would be interesting if they just kept going up the hill. Yeah, they're coming through the woods right now.
So it looks like Union's going to cap here. On the other hand, you do have 5th Florida and company. They're pushing up the hill here.
The CSA has lost 2 of their flags, one of them being the 1st Virginia Cav flag.
Confederates winning on the ticket battle. You do have the rest of 5th VA. They are coming in here.
Oh, come on, go help out on that hill. Oh,
Too many guys holding back.
And also, it looks like
First hill.
CSA is going to win on top of the hill.
And then they're attacking point right now.
Actually, first
Nice shot there by artillery.
Make the difference on top.
CSA could prevent the cap right now.
Nope,
If they
doesn't look
just
like it.
Yeah, no.
First Delaware sneaking up on top.
Oh, crap.
Oh, but the
And
rest
looks
of the
like
friendlies are
Union's gonna
pulled
cap.
back.
First
The
Delaware.
the defense is just falling apart for the CSA.
There
Wow.
we go. Now the rest of the Union is moving up there.
Oh, and the Union is taking the hill.
That's a good idea.
And they're going to need immediate reinforcements.
Who's charging the hill for the CSA right now? Gus here from 9th New York here is telling a couple guys they're trying to retake this corner, but the whole Union team en masse is going up there. Confederates holding on point to recap it. Jeez. And it looks like Union's going to take this corner successfully.
Yeah, and here comes the CSA up the hill.
Are they?
Some of them, not the whole team.
No, they need to send their whole team if they're going to try to stop it. Maybe CSA should try to force the last stand. At this position, if Union's going to hold this corner and you're outnumbered a little bit.
Just keep charging them through the woods.
Honestly.
They should at least keep the point uncapped, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I do not think they should cap.
The entire Union team's up there right now.
And just as it is for the CSA, when they get there, it's a good position for them. It's also good for the Union once they get entrenched there.
The cavalry flag has been down in that orchard for this whole time. And there's no one went to pick it up.
For the Union or CSA? Oh, CSA. Union doesn't have flag. Cav.
Oh, one guy is sneaking over to get his. Boyd.
So CSA recaps. That clock continues.
Yep. This is always a very precarious situation for CSA. And really, the only way that you can take that corner back is by going right out of spawn and straight right into the woods.
CSA, if they even want to, I don't know. CSA should turtle.
At this point, let artillery do the damage.
Yeah.
They got a turtle, force Union to cap, and then they could try to push them in the last stand. But now they're about to go down to engage. In 12 minutes, that's a little tight. But CSA pushing down on this right side. Mostly 9th New York is held up here.
I'm curious why these guys are just sitting down here on point.
Holy crap, that stone wall is destroyed on point.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, here we go through the woods on the right.
And Confederates go down to engage. They're slowly pushing forward with a couple guys here.
Yep. You can't solely push up as defenders. Especially against a stone wall that is fully intact.
So CSA slowly inching their way forward on the right side in the center. You have 1st VA Cav. They're trying to hit him from the side here. But they don't have a lot of men.
Yeah, pistols are great, but if you don't have a lot of men, it ain't worth it.
I bet they're loving it, though, as they are the cavalry.
Playing it.
Preacher's going all in. He goes down.
Yeah.
Some guy was trying to sing a song but got shot.
Union making good use of that stone wall there. They pulled back on the right.
And they hit engage. Numbers getting more balanced, about 7 man in balance now. So it's healing. It's healing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Union overwhelming. CSA got a turtle. How far back can CSA go on this map?
I mean, their artillery's pretty far back. They can go behind their caissons, I think.
Yeah, they can go. They can hide behind this big hill anyway.
At most, maybe artillery could hit them, but even then, that's a hard shot.
They can also get a little deep in the forest too. So.
Yeah, CSA getting decently close now. They're kind of holding back. They're not on the snake fence, trying to conceal themselves a little more with the cover of the woods.
Yeah. You can see Union slowly moving down towards point. Can we see a recap?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Because...
Force the CSA get more aggressive.
Well, I mean... It stops the
I would.
clock. It's going to draw everyone's tickets down. It's not like you can charge them out necessarily. I don't know if Union can. I think that's close to them being out of bounds, but... I mean, but KB has a lot of time to work with here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just send a small group there. Gap it up.
Because if anything, you can just pull back on both sides are breaking or something like that. I don't know. We do see. What a shock. What a shock. Look who's moving down the hill. What a shock.
What a shock! Yeah.
Savvy's moving to the point. Oh, what is the CSA flag doing?
He just picked it up.
He's trying to run back his friends over
Oh,
there.
got him.
5th Florida moving down the hill as well, so it looks like Union's going to try to stop the clock here. I know, I like this idea. I mean, KB has plenty of margin to win this game.
Charge on the left, maybe? Yeah. We got a lot of them holding.
They're pushing up really close.
What the heck?
If CSA charge right now, they would win. They outnumber them.
Oh, yeah, they do.
A lot of bodies there.
Point is not being capped now.
The
Interesting.
cab is pushed to the front, which is not good because most of their pistol shots are already gone.
Yeah, you know, Preacher likes to use those pistol shots.
Yeah, well, it's good to have them in the back.
Union's kind of getting beat up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap, Union's getting beat up on this stone wall.
Well, take a
looks
look
like-
here. IVB is doing a super flank.
Oh,
This is so risky.
sneaky, sneaky.
Holy,
Sneaky, sneaky.
so risky. They're
It is quite
exposed.
risky, especially with Collector in front with the flag.
Leading the charge.
And IVB is going to get to this snake fence pretty much uncontested.
Yeah,
at least for the
CSA
moment.
seen him now, though.
CSA going to go down to taking losses. So, wow.
That was a fantastic charge by the IVB.
It really was, especially since the CSA didn't catch him. But CSA could win this corner now. They're back up to taking losses. They do outnumber, especially with these main spawns. Still, you have some IVB, but they're going to lose that flag now.
Yep.
Oh,
Risk reward.
Indeed.
yeah, he should have rarely ever risked the flag.
So, Union not capping. I mean, CSA is at taking losses. There's no need to cap. Preacher is pushing forward here. First
Good shot.
DHF. Looks like CSA in total is pushing forward here.
It seems like they're just shooting their pistols, not at anything in particular. Oh, they get a few
Well,
kills.
yeah, trying to hit over that stone wall is a little bit difficult. And also, they're not being supported by the rest of the infantry. The rest of them
Knights
are just
now
kind of
coming
standing
in.
back right now.
Yeah, Union respawns are just gunning it to this corner because they don't want to lose it. CSA, where's the rest of the CSA team? Oh,
Dead.
there's a lot of them on point.
Oh, yeah, they're there.
CSA could win
Yeah.
this corner back, and I mean the tickets are close enough to where they could change the tide. But
They got to be more aggressive. They're just holding back on that fence there.
no, they had to charge a moment ago before the Union respawns got there, but now Union can start defending this position further. Those CSA guys on the point now turning back around.
Yeah, a lot of the C6 kind of spread out toward the point. Yeah.
This is
No,
a very
no.
interesting battle. Both, like, USA, super aggressive right out of the gate. CSA is not being that aggressive.
You can
More
see
Union
Smokey
pouring in.
right here knocking out a bunch of people. Okay, he's dead now.
I mean,
Yes, so you can say
CSA.
Rambo's going in. Look at that on the left.
Oh my goodness. Should we dox him? We're doxing you. We're doxing you. Get doxed.
You were
Who are you
doxed.
doxing?
The people Ramboing. Union's kind of pushing out too. Some IVB guys. They're pushing to the left of the wall here. Oh, it might be out of bounds for them. Bus is charging and dying.
They've got tickets to spare.
But No, Confederates almost down to breaking. They're about 40% of the way. There's still some more CSA Rambos pushing forward here. What are they doing? Union hitting, taking losses, but... Wow.
Try and get some good pictures if there's too much smoke.
Right.
So true.
CSA at this point just needs to accept they're not going to get that corner back.
CSA has to turtle.
That's all. That's their only chance.
Even if they turtle, I mean, Union artillery could probably just hit something at this point. Who's this Union officer? Let me guess. Ah, Sevi. Sevi. Goes dies.
Oh, that didn't last long.
I'm sorry, Sevi. Not sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, the
Yes,
CSA is just
yes.
getting bogged down on this right side. They're just wasted tickets.
When you're outnumbered by a little bit, and Union has such a strong position as they do, it can be very hard. Of course, the CSA can just pull back and force the Union to cap the point. That is, it's valid strat.
I think the worst part is they've completely negated their own artillery by fighting on that side.
Yeah, there's one thing.
CSA
Well,
going
no
out on
CSA's
the
going
road.
in. But guess what? There's already some Union people going to cap the point.
Oh yeah, Union's starting the pre-cap. They feel it coming.
Yep, and now CSA is going to
CSA
put
hit
themselves to
breaking.
breaking.
There it is.
Points being capped.
Yep, even if you can wipe that Union group out, you're not going to have time to get the point.
Who is winning here? CSA are winning on top of the hill, but Union just gunned for the center, so it's not like they were even trying to hold.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're not even gonna make it down there. CSA.
Wow.
This game's over.
What vastly two very different rounds. Two very different rounds indeed. CSA charging down from top of the hill though.
They still got time if they all get down there.
Nah.
No.
There's too many Union.
Yep. They're too little, too late. Yeah, they just formed a nice line to stop them. It's over. Wow.
What a round. Congrats to Kelly's Brigade. They're going to be moving on facing 2nd Mississippi. That matchup will be next week. But Mustang, you have any thoughts for this round?
Yeah, Union hit it hard right out of the gate. CSA just couldn't recover it. Like, they collapsed on the left, the CSA left, and then somehow the USA took that hill, and it just couldn't get it back.
For sure. Corded, your thoughts?
I have the same thoughts. When Union takes that hill, you're going to waste a lot of tickets trying to get it back, unless you really know what you're doing.
Are you saying they don't know what they're doing, Corded?
Well, not at that point.
No, it's you live and you learn. Great part about these. And look back.
Let's see what these casualties are like.
Look at this. Look at the outer lines. Look at it.
Look at it. Just look at this graph.
Look, like you're defending and you're losing more outer lines.
That's crazy.
Wow.
With that being said, we'll see you in the post-game interview. Here we are with the post-game interview for the Battleline Network event. Today's event, we have the 4th-ranked Kelly's Brigade face off against the 5th-ranked Jackson Division. First round, absolutely phenomenal. KB was leading the defense while JD was leading the offense. And KB won that round, and then a quicker second round where KB was attacking, and they won. Regardless, 2 great, phenomenal rounds. We have leaders here to talk about strategy and more, so let's go through and introduce everyone. So first, on the Kelly's Brigade team, we have Collector.
Hey, it's your boy.
And we have Grim.
Hi, Second Lieutenant Grimm from the CQB.
And then we have Zoo.
I am Zoo. Bus couldn't be here, so I will say
God.
this for him. Chosen men, to me!
And then on the JD team, we have Deez.
I'm Deez, in charge of 2nd Georgia Sharpshooters in Jackson's division.
And we had Preacher.
Preaching these nuts in your mouth. Sorry, I'm Preacher. OnlyCavs.com. First be a calf. Hello.
And then we have Provost.
Hello, I'm Captain Provost, 38th Artillery Battalion Commander attached to Mississippi Brigade. How's everybody doing?
And then your announcer team for tonight, you had Mustang, but he is not with us anymore for tonight. And then we have Corded.
I'm Gordon, captain of the Chosen Men of Delta Company in the 6th Louisiana and 2nd Corps.
And then there was myself as Guardian Eagle. So let's start with the first round. JD was leading the assault for their team. So we'll start with you guys. What was your strategy going into the round to win Nicodemus Hill? And how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So essentially, the idea was we're gonna get together. We're gonna hit the left side with Artie, then full send left to try to take that left. While we took some of the flags to the right to try and pull them off and capture that point. The flags ended up getting totally destroyed coming into it by artillery. So that part of it didn't work, and then we drew them over to that side. Then we were respawning, heading to the other side, but then they were able to mirror us. They did a very good job with that. So then they got down on that fence and volleyed straight into us. We charged them out, and then I think eventually we got into that back area. Now, originally we wanted to get to that back area on the fence and just kind of shoot them out for the whole game and cap the point. But then what happened was when we tried to do that, we had units there. So then we just kind of tailed each other for the rest of the game, and that's what ended up happening there.
Preacher Provost, got anything to add to that?
Did that bugle sound happen?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I had sound pad open and pressed the wrong button. Okay. I thought that was great leadership overall, like macro by the team. It was so fast paced. It's hard to say cohesion was like bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was just it was really damn fast. And I mean, I think the other team had something to do with it. But that being said, it was a lot of fun. So thanks. And good job, both teams.
Provost, you have anything to add? Heck of an arty job, I will say.
As far as artillery, we had, we knew the plan, and of course, the plan. The minute you get punched in the face, it becomes a different plan. But I could not ask any more from artillery. I think 9th Corps had Reynolds battery, and they were getting good. We were just hammering away and not missing many shots. I had a couple guns going counter battery, most of them going towards the White House or the point. I would shift whatever, and we were just absolutely tearing them up. I really don't know how the Confederates pulled it out with as many shots as we got. We were just dropping lines, but they managed to, and hats off to them. So it is what it is. But I had a great time.
That is good to hear. So let's move on to the Kelly's Brigade team who was defending that first map. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Yeah, so our strategy pretty much was KB was going to hold that right flank, I believe, with 5th Florida, and IVB was holding the left. And I think there was another floater unit as well.
The CQB was with you.
Oh, CQB on the left as well. Thank you. And yeah, pretty much right away, saw that they were sending their flags as a diversion to the left and their main force to the right. So we just kind of set up and said, okay, this is happening. We just kind of set back, demolished the first attempt, demolished their second one as well. I think they finally broke through on the left on their 3rd or 4th assault. And admittedly, it was kind of nerve-wracking there at first as they began to move up that left flank. But a couple minutes in, we finally consolidated. They made a move to point, foolishly, I would say. We moved down and we totally wiped them out, cleared out that left area. We were able to take solid control again. We reset to our original positions. IVB on the left, CQB on the left, everybody else on the right. And then it just came down to the wire. IVB, yeah, we got shot up by artillery, so hats off to you guys, Provost and 9th Corps. But man, I gotta say, we would get hit by artillery. I think the worst artillery shot that hit us maybe killed 6 or 7 guys, and the rest we only died like 2 or 3. We got a lot of knockdowns, but we were very fortunate. You got to keep moving around when you're fighting against artillery. Like when we were on that left side, we were fully exposed. One of the only Confederate regiments fully exposed. And yeah, just kept moving around in that orchard. Even if we're only moving by a little bit, still takes the gunners time to get readjusted. So I think that really helped. And it was just really well fought. All the Confederates, amazing communication. We were just all on the same page. So I think that really helped.
Zoo or Grim, anything to add?
No, honestly, I think it went pretty good. I mean, we were on that right side and blunted that very first charge as the cavalry. And when we thought that they weren't going to try that again, we moved over to the left to support IVB. I have to admit that a few times we kind of came in a little late. They were already being charged out in the melee, and we were still quite a bit a ways up. But IVB, did enough damage that we were able to kind of force back any of the remaining survivors and still maintain that left for a while. When they did finally and eventually take that barn, I think we pulled back kind of towards our artillery in order to just shoot them up with sharps. And I watched IVB bring their whole regiment out of bounds, thinking that they could go over to SpaceX.
Hey, man. That was my only Joe Biden moment of the night, so I'm quite happy with that. I only had one.
But it was all right because it ended up forcing the Union to kind of come out of the barn and shoot us up, in which case we returned fire and really just kind of ended up giving them more casualties. So honestly, I think it worked out for the best, and it was just a great first round.
Graham, you got anything to add?
For the most part, we just, stuck with IVB due to the limitations of only 3 regiments in the match. And we tried to mirror them as best as we could. At one point, I kind of got pinned down inside the barn and was trading shots with everybody that was hiding out back there. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, it was well fought. The artillery was on point, and I was able to recognize who was commanding it right away. It was mostly, though, 1 or 2 guys complaining, "Oh, artillery killed me." Everybody else would stand back up.
Fair enough. And now, a special guest appearance. Wow.
Chosen men
Captain
of the
Sharp,
95th Rifles. It's me, Paddy. Seen being elsewhere watching Sharp right now. I'd like to say it was a glorious match between everybody, and I'm gay. Thank you.
Thank
I thought
you
you were
guys.
bi.
Thank you for your service.
My name's Paddy, not Butt.
Oh, okay.
I married a traveler. Sorry, we can't use the word gypsy anymore. I mean traveler. I married a traveler woman. Chosen men.
Thank you.
What kind of venereal disease do you carry?
Cum disease.
Very good. Very good.
Corda, do you have any questions for anyone from the first round or comments?
So I got not a question, but an observation for Union side. 9th Corps, their artillery kind of freed up the left side for Union. They broke a lot of that stone wall at the top and the straight fence that is right before it. That would have been a much better avenue to attack than that corner that is usually attacked by Union, because that is a very, very tiny little place that you can actually run through. Otherwise, you have to jump it. The little path that the 9th Corps battery made for you would have been a much better way to attack, I think. You wouldn't have had to jump over anything. You just got to run through this 20-yard gap in the wall. So there's that. Also, there were a few times where you were kind of rushing to get to the left side, trying to take it, and there was a long tail. So at one point, it was 9th Corps is at the front trying to take the stone wall, and there's this long tail going all the way back to Union spawn, and that did not work. Let's see. For me, the first map, as far as artillery from the CSA, was a little underwhelming. I like it when people put 1 man on a gun and trying to use as many guns as possible. But it did not seem that they had prepared too much for it, because the counter battery that mostly GB was doing, in my opinion, didn't do that much. I was in the sky, I wasn't on the ground. They didn't flip a single gun. All they did was flip one limber. And that was mostly their focus was counter battery, it seemed. And then even the shots that they tried to get on infantry, I may have saw one or two that, yeah, you could say were effective. Yeah, I don't want to be too mean, but that is what I observed.
Are we still talking about the first map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Chosen Men weren't there for that one,
Mm.
except for the end where we won. Because we're
All coming
winners.
together now. So yeah, let's move on to the second round now. So the sides flipped. So with that being said, KB was the attacking team. So we'll start with you guys. What was your guys' strategy to attack the Nicodemus Hill, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Well, yeah. So I think initially, right, we had KB and IVB, probably collectively 2/3 of the entire team with 2 flags and 2 companies. They pretty much immediately went down that right side. And originally, I was going to intend to join them because I didn't want to push that stone wall. But I figured maybe I'll skirmish in the center with Colquitt's because they were on the left with us. And I saw the cavalry, the enemy cavalry in the center, and 2 or 3 flags. So I guess just one big flag, right? Move over to the far right hand side, leaving only one of their companies and the regular infantry on that left hand side. I wasn't going to push it, but they kept getting so infatuated with IVB and KB's push on that right flank in the orchard that after they volleyed, I realized, hey, CQB, why don't we go push this stone wall? I think we've got just enough men to take it because they weren't even on the stone wall. They were skylining on the hilltop, just volleying again over at the orchard. They got no rounds, and I think we can push it and take it.
And you pushed it and you run back, and the Chosen Men got them behind, and me, Harper, and fucking Harris and Sean Bean took it.
And that's the thing, though, right? Like it's me and my boys and CQB pushing and taking that wall, and it's rough, right? Because there's still quite a few Confederates, in the center and ready to push us off. And here comes the goddamn Chosen Men led by
The
Patty here.
95th Rifles.
They kind of detach and they fucking hop over to the right and come in right behind them, and they fucking clear it up and give us just enough of a break for IVB and KB to come in and reinforce us and let us take that stone wall. So really, if it wasn't for
Chosen Men of the 95th Rifles was Shane Bean and Captain Sharp.
Yeah, I mean, all would have been lost on that left-hand side.
Right. So that was our strategy.
That was indeed.
But I don't think it was ever our intent to take that left stone wall. It just an opportunity presented itself, and obviously, when you take that stone wall, it's a pretty desperate position for the Confederates strategically, and it just we kind of played off of that and it worked out pretty damn well.
We did get team killed one time by artillery, and it scared us all. We all cried. But we stood back up for the Queen, or King, whoever was in charge in 1812.
Grim, you got anything to add for you guys' side?
So, like Zoo was saying, when we heard that volley go off and we saw the opportunity, we charged up, we volleyed into them, we cleared them off the stone wall and forced them into kind of a backpedal, and they either had to come at us directly or try and run towards the forest and come down, but we can still kind of see them coming in. So it puts them in a bad spot. They had to either push us or just be open to like us skirmishing up to their artillery. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was very stressful, and their pushes were very effective. However, we were able to hold. Our flags fell back in a good spot that gave them enough chance to get cover with the opportunity to spawn fresh guys in. We charged in and just continued to cycle in fresh bodies. And then with the reinforcements of IVB and KB or KD coming in, KB coming in, that was absolutely clutch.
All right, cool. Let's move on to the JD team who was defending this map. What was your guys' strategy to defend Nicodemus Hill, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So we came into it with a different strategy, but then because of the first map, we wanted to make sure to keep people off point. So we sent one unit over there. And then as they got embroiled, we were kind of trying to reinforce them as needed, but we ended up with a little bit too much in that direction. And obviously, you guys were able to swoop in and do pretty, or the Union was able to swoop in there and do pretty well there. So that was what ended up happening. Then we had that fight on the right. That was very close the whole time. We were trying to get some more units over there, but some of them were kind of stuck on that left. And so then after that, they were able to just put us into breaking from there, and they were able to cap it. So that's how it went.
Right.
Preacher Provost, do you have anything to add?
As far as artillery is concerned, I didn't lead that. I think JD led that. I can't remember his name, whatever, but I think he did a good job. Did the best he could, under the circumstances. So, proud of artillery on both sides. Everybody did great, but I think JD, did all they could, on the second match. Really no complaints, what I saw, but I didn't have binos, so I couldn't see everything. But anyway, it's fun.
Good. Preacher?
I think today was a good ego check for me. Definitely. That being said, I was so like hyper focused on what we were doing. I couldn't tell you whether or not my teammates, were doing well or doing poorly, or whether or not that even matters. But I really like the optimism that was on the CSA today, and that's the kind of stuff that makes me want to play the game more. So I don't know, it's real can-do attitude, and as for strategy, I think it was great. I think especially for I don't want to say a newer group, but like JD, intermediate, whatever. Like that's some really like pragmatic, practical, methodical approach to shit. And I think it wasn't so good of a fucking enemy team. Heck, we just might have won, but I think they had something to do with it. So so good games, yeah.
All right, cool. Corded, any thoughts or comments for the second round?
There were a lot of Rambos. I think that was the round where CSA had more out of lines than the Union. I ain't good. That's all I got.
You're so mean to everyone all the time. Why is this, Corded? Give us something positive, please.
I'm a cunt. I'm joking.
Oh, wow.
Give me something.
That was mean. That was too much.
Talk me up, please, Corded.
The already on the JD team did good. I like them.
I wasn't on the JD team. You should say something nice about the other one.
No, you're trying to steal our name with a chosen man that's always been Delta Company.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who you are.
Oh,
Agman, take the shot.
You're joining first EE, Corded.
Huh?
You're joining first EE, Corded.
He's already in it.
No.
And he's gonna.
No, you said you're a chosen man. How can you be a chosen man and not first EE?
Exactly.
Chosen man of Delta Company. That's how it's always
I
been.
thought that was the Shenandoah Valley Regulars.
Oh, okay.
They're the chosen men.
Neither of us compare to them.
Oh, so
they actually had some good.
they're S tier.
They're artillery. They are
Well,
indeed.
I'm eating frozen mangoes right now and dreaming about that beautiful match on Nicodemus Hill with the chosen men of Delaware. Yes, D for Delaware is what that means.
Why can I see Bus's profile picture like that guy talking like this?
Does he look like he's talking?
You need to make it a GIF.
I would love
funny.
to. That'd be awesome.
So, yeah. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Heck of a 2 rounds tonight. Exciting to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe for more. And yeah, we'll see you in the next broadcast. Have a good night, everyone.